My parents drained my daughter's surgery fund to send my brother to film school. My daughter was 9 when the doctors told us she needed surgery. It wasn't optional, and it wasn't something we could keep putting off. The procedure was scheduled for 6 weeks later, and the hospital gave us an estimate of about $28,000 after insurance. I had already saved $18,000 in a separate account specifically for her medical expenses. My parents knew about the account, so did my younger brother Tyler. I never thought that would matter. The account wasn't hidden. My dad had helped me set it up years earlier, and my mom occasionally asked how much was in it. I told them because they were my parents, and because I never imagined I would have to protect my daughter's medical money from them. Then Tyler got accepted into a film program in Los Angeles. He called me the night he found out. Bro, I got in. I could hear music playing in the background. I smiled. That's great, man. Congratulations. There was a pause. Tuition's insane, though. I knew where this was going. How much? $42,000. I laughed because I honestly thought he was joking. He wasn't. Tyler said our parents were helping him, but they were still short. He wanted to make movies. He talked about it since high school. Dad kept saying Tyler was talented and just needed one real opportunity. I told him I was happy for him, but I couldn't help financially. My daughter's having surgery, I said. Every dollar I have is going toward that. He got quiet. Right, yeah, I forgot. He hadn't forgotten. 3 days later, I got a call from the hospital billing office. The woman on the phone said my payment information had failed. I checked my bank account. The $18,000 was gone. At first, I thought my bank had made a mistake. Then I saw the transfer. The money had been moved into another account. My parents' joint account. I called my dad. He answered casually. Hey, what's up? Where's my money? Silence. Then Dad sighed. Listen, son, my stomach dropped. You took $18,000 from my daughter's surgery fund. We didn't take it, he said. We borrowed it. Without asking? We're your parents. I stared at the wall. Why? Another pause. Tyler had to pay his enrollment deposit. I actually laughed. It came out completely wrong. My daughter needs surgery. We know. You knew exactly what that money was for. Mom got on the phone. Don't make this bigger than it is. I sat down. How much did you give Tyler? All of it. I didn't say anything. Mom started explaining that Tyler had one chance to attend the program, that his career could change everything, and that I could find another way to pay for my daughter's surgery. You're good with money, she said. You'll figure something out. That sentence stayed with me. I spent the next week doing exactly that. I called the hospital and negotiated a payment plan. I sold my truck. I pulled money from my retirement account and took the penalty. I worked overtime. My wife watched me empty everything we'd built. My parents never offered a dollar. Tyler didn't call either. Then, 2 weeks before the surgery, I got a message from my mom. Tyler is leaving Friday. We're having a small dinner. You should come. I stared at it for almost a minute. I didn't respond. Instead, I went to the bank. There was something my parents didn't know. The account they'd emptied wasn't the only money I'd been saving. For years, I'd been putting small amounts into an investment account in my daughter's name. It wasn't enough to cover the surgery, but after selling my truck and rearranging some other finances, I could make it work. The surgery went ahead. My daughter came home with a bandage across her side and a stuffed animal tucked under her arm. She slept most of that first night. I sat beside her bed. My phone buzzed. It was Tyler. Mom said you're mad at us. I didn't answer. Another message came. I didn't know it was all your daughter's money. I typed back. You knew it was for her surgery. He didn't reply. A week later, I received a certified letter from a lawyer. My parents were demanding repayment for money they'd supposedly loaned Tyler. I took the letter to my attorney. We pulled the bank records. The transfer had been made from my account without my authorization. My parents had used an old linked access arrangement from when Dad helped me establish the account years earlier. My attorney sent them one letter. It was short. It explained that the transfer was unauthorized, documented the purpose of the funds, and demanded repayment of the full $18,000 within 10 days. My parents called that afternoon. Dad was furious. You'd take legal action against your own family? I looked at my daughter sitting on the floor, coloring. You took her surgery money. We were going to pay you back, then pay it back. He hung up. 9 days later, the money appeared in my account. Not a message, not an apology, just the transfer. I didn't tell them where the money went. I put it back into my daughter's account. Then I removed every connection my parents had to my finances. I changed the passwords, closed the old account, and opened everything under my daughter's name where appropriate. Tyler eventually finished his first semester of film school. I know because Mom sent me pictures. I never replied. A few months later, Dad called from an unknown number. I answered. He said, your mother thinks we should try to fix this. I looked through the window at my daughter riding her bike in the driveway. There's nothing to fix, I said. Then I hung up. That was the last time I heard his voice.